Have you ever noticed how some people don't ask for your kindness? They expect it? And the older you get, the heavier that expectation feels. When you're young, being kind feels limitless. You give freely. You forgive easily. You assume everyone means well. But as the years pass, something changes. Your time becomes shorter. Your energy becomes precious. And your peace? That becomes priceless. Yet somehow, the people who drain you the most often sit closest to you. Not strangers. Not enemies. But family. Neighbors. Old friends. In this video, we're talking about 5 types of people you should stop being kind to as you grow older, not out of bitterness, but out of self-respect. These aren't bad people. But their patterns quietly wear you down. By the end of this video, you'll understand who they are, how they drain you, and how to protect your peace without guilt, drama, or apology. Because your later years aren't about saving everyone else. They're about finally saving yourself. Let's begin. Type 1, the one-way relationship. There's a difference between being generous and being used. This type of person only shows up when they need something. They don't check in, they check what you can give. A favor. A ride. Your time. Your patience. You're not in their life. You're on their list. At first, you tell yourself it's fine. You like helping. You like being needed. But one day, you pause and realize something painful. When you needed help, no one showed up. That's when it hits you, the relationship was never mutual. Here's the hard truth. If someone disappears the moment you stop giving, they were never connected to you. They were attached to what you provided. And at this stage in life, that's dangerous. Your energy isn't renewable. Your body needs rest. Your mind needs to be calm. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to stop explaining. You are allowed to choose yourself. Kindness should feel warm, not exhausting. Type 2, the constant corrector. This person doesn't insult you outright. They don't raise their voice. They just correct everything. Your choices. Your opinions. Your memories. Your lifestyle. Every conversation comes with a quiet adjustment, a subtle judgment, a reminder that you're somehow doing life wrong. At first, you brush it off. They mean well. But over time, something changes. You stop sharing. You second-guess yourself. You rehearse conversations before they happen. That's not honesty. That's erosion. People like this slowly chip away at your confidence, not because you're weak, but because repetition is powerful. At this age, you don't need fixing. You need peace. Anyone who consistently leaves you feeling smaller doesn't deserve unlimited access to your life. Being polite doesn't mean being available for emotional wear and tear. Type 3, the emotional debt collector. This person keeps score. Every favor you've ever done. They remember it, not with gratitude, but with expectation. They remind you of the past when you say no in the present. After all I've done for you. I just thought family would be there. I guess I was wrong about you. They don't argue. They guilt. And guilt is heavy, especially when you've spent your life caring for others. But here's the truth, most people don't say out loud. Love that only exists when you're sacrificing yourself isn't love. It's control. You don't owe anyone lifelong access to you because of history. You don't owe anyone exhaustion to prove loyalty. At this stage, your peace is not negotiable. Let them feel disappointed. You've felt drained long enough. Type 4, the quiet competitor. This one's tricky. They smile. They congratulate you. They stay close. But somehow, whenever you succeed, The energy shifts. Your wins are minimized. Your growth is compared. Your happiness feels inconvenient. They don't clap, they compare. And slowly, you start dimming yourself. You stop sharing good news. You downplay your progress. You shrink to keep the balance. That's not friendship. That's insecurity sitting too close. At this point in life, you're not competing with anyone. You've earned every inch of peace you stand on. Anyone who can't celebrate you without measuring themselves against you doesn't deserve front row access to your joy. Type 5, the peace disturber. This person thrives on tension. They're sarcastic. They're passive. They dodge accountability. They say things that sting, then pretend it was a joke. They create discomfort, then act confused when you react. And somehow, you're always the one adjusting. Walking on eggshells. Choosing silence. Letting things slide. But peace that requires self-silencing isn't peace at all. It's pressure. At this stage, calm isn't optional, it's essential. You don't have to confront. You don't have to explain. You just step back. Distance is sometimes the healthiest boundary. Here's the truth no one tells you early enough. Being kind doesn't mean being available to everyone. It doesn't mean tolerating disrespect quietly. And it definitely doesn't mean shrinking to keep others comfortable. Your later years are about clarity. About choosing calm over chaos. About protecting what's left, not giving it away out of habit. Some people will not grow with you. And that's okay. You're not here to fix them. You're here to finally live free of them. And sometimes, the most powerful kindness is the one you give yourself.